Hey guys, it's Alex. Welcome back to Collection Neo and StatueForum. I'm back with another review. As you can probably see, it's Bison from Street Fighter. That's Bison. We are on a different side of the collection room at the minute. We're at the other end where I actually display and besters. Just because this guy's got a light up in the base and the power cord's actually threaded through the back of my unit, and I'm so lazy, guys, I cannot be bothered to take that out. So we're just going to do it. The lighting might not look right, because you know my reviews, guys, are usually so slick, the lighting's so perfect, the camera's always in focus. We might not have that this time, however well we cope. And so this is Bison, or Vega if you're from the region of Japan, or if you're from either, or if you're in the fighting game scene, the Dictator, as he's commonly known. Do we want to get into that? I'm not getting into that. Look that up. Dictator, Boxer, Claw. You can probably figure out those three characters. So yes, this is part of the Ultra line, which is a very dynamic line from PCS, obviously all based around Street Fighter. I would love to see them kind of do this with another fighting game franchise, you know, SNK, King of Fighters, that sort of thing. But there we go. It's a fantastic line. I've actually reviewed Jory, Vega, Ken and Zangief on this channel, so go back and check those out. Zangief is a monster. But I must say, this guy's a monster. He's about 28 and a half, 29 inches tall, and he's really, really wide. He fills his bester out beautifully, even more so once we get the exclusive hands on, which you'll see later. But, you know, just really thick. He's really thickness. I mean, look at the size of those thighs. My hand on those thighs, on that chest. He's a really, really thick interpretation. Now, this is obviously based on Street Fighter 5 because we've got the grey hair, we've got the no cape, we've got the what can we call it? The long, flowy cloak. It's not a cloak, is it? It's a garmenty thing. It's kind of what Darth Vader has under his cloak, but Bison hasn't gone for the cloak. But we've still got those Street Fighter Zero, Street Fighter Alpha trappings where he's incredibly buff. I mean, look at his back. Let's just get that. I mean, I'm going to go over it close in a minute, but just look at the back. Look at the rippling muscles. I mean, this is a guy who's got psycho power. Why is he so ripped? It's kind of like what they do with Magneto. You know, when they really make Magneto like really, really ridiculously muscly, and I'm thinking, why is he like that? He's not training. He controls magnetism. But anyway, so this is kind of your regular configuration with the two normal hands and this head. You also get this head, which is a smiley head. We'll go into the heads in a moment, and then for the exclusive version you get an extra head, a third head, and a pair of switch out hands. Now the hands, guys, are what sells this for the exclusive. I hate to say it, but this is exclusive or fail. I hate to say that, but it is. Exclusive is the way to go on this one, guys. Here's your COA, because it is a PCS piece. We've got Bison collectible 1/4 statue. The Psycho Drive exclusive, 104 out of 300. I actually picked this guy up for about 400 quid. I was really, really happy with that, but you'll go into what doesn't work on him in a moment, which I didn't know at the time of purchase, and the guy claimed he didn't know either. But there we go. Just going back to the edition sizes, the regular version of this, well, like I say, the normal hands, the two heads, and the light up features, which is the light up base and the light up eyes, as an edition size of 500, and it's probably easy to find. But I think the exclusive hands make this worthwhile. I am talking way too much. Shall we get a little bit closer on this guy and have a look? Let's do that. So we are going to go a little bit freehand here, guys, so I do beg your pardon. But base, like any other Ultra statue, is kind of a cylinder formation. I'm sorry I can't get lights on there, but oh, look at this. It's basically, it looks like some sort of reactor, and obviously we've got psycho energy flowing up to the foot where Bison is precariously perched upon. Now, when I saw this, guys, I was like, that's going to lean. It's really, really going to lean. But it doesn't. It's really, really solid, actually. The peg is absolutely huge. Like the peg, once it's in there, is at an angle and it comes like right down to here. It's a huge peg, and obviously you've got your electronics and stuff in there. But let's plug him in. It's power only, no batteries, which I think's better. Plug in, power on. And suddenly the base comes alive. Why would you not want this lighting? Lit up. Why would you not want it lit up? It looks fantastic lit up. Now, just cutting ahead a little bit, you would also get with this light up effect, light up eyes. Mine don't light up. Unfortunately, I bought it. The guy said he didn't try the eyes. He never tried because he didn't have the right plug. I think a lot of people don't know that these statues basically run on low ampage or low wattage, so you can just plug them into a 2-pin adapter. You don't need a step down or anything. They're basically like USB powered, but not USB. So any of these sort of statues you can just literally plug straight into the wall with a 2-pin adapter. But yeah, so the eyes don't work on mine, unfortunately, which I didn't mind because I got it so cheap. And to be honest, I've seen the eyes light up and they're just, I think the eyes should have been, I don't know, a different colour. They're like a white. They're painted well enough. But yeah, the light up didn't really sell me on the eyes, so I haven't really missed it, so I didn't send it back, and I got it at such a good price. Like I say, the base light up I think is essential. I think it really makes a difference, as you can see. And you've got like this this core in here, which looks great. Other than that, it's just, you know, basically painted silver. It looks quite nice. Shall we stay free cam? Let's stay free cam. Working your way up, like I say, you've got these huge boots and this huge peg. You've got those huge thick thighs. Paint's the usual PCS standards, really. Kind of simple, but very clean. I actually got the Ultra Ryu coming in next week, and when that went up, Prime 1 also put their, they showed their Ryu, Ken and Akuma off. And they are nice, but they're super overly detailed for me. I like them to look like the game. The games don't look like that, especially Street Fighter 5, although it is, you know, it's a good looking game and it is detailed. It all, sorry guys, I was just untangling my wire and just filmed other parts of the shelf. The game models always, you know, it looks good, but, you know, Capcom made this choice with Street Fighter to keep it in the realm of anime. That's why we've got these huge feet, these huge hands, especially with like Udon doing a lot of their artwork, especially in the comics and stuff. So PCS for me have always just captured that, and I think they capture it here. Like I say, the paints are great. You know, you've got details where you want them. Like you can see the fingers here, really well detailed, nails, and you know. But there's not like all this texturing in the clothing. We've got the bits on the edge of the cape where it's a bit taut, and especially along this incredibly ripped back. Again, why is he that ripped? It's ridiculous. I do love me some Alpha style Bison though. That's where I fell in love with Bison and Alpha. This looks awful. It looks terrible. I don't know why they did that. I'm just looking on the exclusive hands. They're not as bad, but that, why did they do that? Yeah, why did they do that? That's just like me going at it with a marker pen. Awful. Has Bison got better nails? Bison has. Not that bad. So as you can see, the hands come off. I will put an exclusive hand on and we'll go through the heads next. So this is the exclusive hand. Oh, look at that. Look at that psycho energy. And we've got the cracks here, but they don't look like they've been drawn on. So this just pops on. And we get boom. Or we would get boom if you guys could see it. And we get boom. Going to rotate slightly. We're going to pull back slightly. So suddenly, you know, that psycho energy in the hand looks fantastic. Ooh. But, you know, Why would you do it with just the one hand when you can do it with two? Pow. Major pow. I kind of wish the light up went to the hands, but it doesn't. I think that would have been fantastic. So here's the normal head. The classic Bison scowl. Got the grey hair, because like I say, it is Street Fighter 5. Shadowloo logo looks fantastic. Again, PCS, they just nail the clean look. You know, and this is a company that's gone through major changes over the last couple of years, and, you know, new owners, and just way too much to get into. So this is the second head you get with the regular version, which is the big grin, which is very much, again, Street Fighter Alpha, very Street Fighter the animated movie, which I'm sure any self-respecting Street Fighter fan has seen. Again, the grey hair. And then the third portrait, which is my favourite and is the exclusive portrait, is big dumb Bison laugh. That's just great. Teeth are really well done. Actually, picked out. You know, they're not translucent resin or anything, but they're really picked out well. So we can put the head in. Now, all my heads do actually light up. I've tried them on another statue that's got a very similar connection, which is actually Zero. Zero has actually got a very similar connection on his body, on his head. So I can actually plug these heads in and they work. You know, power's all the same pretty much on these statues. So there's some connection here between the body, because the actual, obviously you've seen the head and the hands come off, but actually the body comes off, and then the skirt's a separate piece, and then the legs are a separate piece. So it's either the power not transferring from the legs to the waist or from the waist to the head. I can't really find out how to do that. I don't have a multimeter anymore. But like I say, the eyes don't bother me that much. I think the hands really stand. And that's why I totally recommend the exclusive, guys. And then that light up base is really nice. And overall, it's just a huge statue with a great presence. It's, you know, it's Zangief big. I mean, Zangief is huge as well, guys. Zangief is massive, but I'll just pull it out a little bit, just so you can see it next to King. I mean, like, King's a, you know, a decent sized statue. That's the first figures piece, if you don't know. And then we've got Zero that side. Again, a huge, decent piece, but Bison's just gigantic. We've got nothing up top at the moment because I've just readjusted for this review. Snake from First Figures was up there, but he'll be Ryu should go above. Ryu's only about 22 inches, I think, 21 inches because of the pose. But yeah, I'm super duper happy with this Bison. The pose is brilliant. I'll tell you what I will do, just let me spin him quick. I just want to show him from this angle, this far back. That looks like it's going to lean like hell, but it isn't. And it's designed that he's not going straight up. He's like leaping and launching himself forward, which you don't see at all from the front view. But from this side view, oh man, it's great. It's absolutely fantastic. Let's do a quick last once over because we're only at 14 minutes. And we'll go from bottom to top. Have a quick look. So here we go, guys, right from the bottom. I'm sorry this review's been a bit all over the place, but you know, it's nice to mix it up now and then, isn't it? And there's Mr. Bison. Those hands. All that detail's carried over to the hands, but in this gorgeous clear. Do you know what? I always used to think light ups are my favourite features on statues. well, not favourite features, but something I really liked on a statue, but I think it's clear resin. Clear resin really does work for me. And that's why I never picked up the XM Ghost Rider. Clear resin would have made that piece fantastic. So there you go, guys. That's Bison PCS exclusive Ultraline. If you're into Street Fighter, Ultraline's the way to go. There's also Dalsum out there. There's Jory out there. I think that's it. Dalsum, Jory, Vega and Bison. Sorry, not Jory, Ibuki. Dalsum, Ibuki, and Bison. And then you've got the 4 that I've already reviewed. So that's 7 in the line. There's still more to come. Oh, 8 in the line with Ryu. Yeah, so, and there's still, I think they're doing Blanca next, and he's definitely coming. I really hope they continue. There's I'd love to see a few other pieces, and I can just imagine him doing them in these great poses. I'd love to see him do a Guile flash kick. Guile flash kick. Him literally upside down in the middle of the flash kick, held up by clear resin. Come on, PC. Even if you have to do Guile, a lot of PVC, but do that, I'd pay for it. As long as the, you know, PVC doesn't matter. I'm looking around saying, no, what's here we go. That's PVC. And that looks phenomenal. So I'm sure they could do Guile in PVC. Yeah. Guile would be great. Alex, I'd love an Alex. Akuma. I mean, much more Street Fighters. Oro. Oro's coming to Street Fighter 5. Be a great time to go Ultra Oro. Come on. Actually, you know when he does the super with all the things float around him? I'm sure PCS can find a way to make that stuff actually float around him. You know, just magnets and stuff in it. That's what people always say when they want to do like floating magneto helmets or stuff like that. Just put a magnet in it, it'll float. Yeah, it doesn't quite work like that, guys. But yes, anyway, wrap this review up. Bison PCS, very, very great underrated statue. I haven't seen a lot of coverage on it. I can't wait to get Ryu because I've not seen a lot of coverage on that either. Feels like Street Fighter just kind of fell by the wayside a little bit. And which is weird because more companies than ever have got Street Fighter license at the minute, and I think that's why PCS have pulled back a bit. But for me, PCS are still kings, and they've still got the most complete line. The mixed media line, you know, you can do the 12 World Warriors and then go beyond. You know, if they'd done DJ, T-Hawk and Fei Long, you would have had your, you know, your super characters as well. But you know, they've dipped into Alpha, they've dipped into Street Fighter 5, they've just done Sakura, they've just done Karen. Whatever, it's not Karen, Armika. Karen was in the swimsuit line. They're also doing the swimsuit line, which looks really good. It's a bit too, it's not Street Fighter enough for me, but I can understand the sales for it. But no, keep going, PCS, man. Let's see Ultra Blanca. I'm really, really interested. Blanca's like my favourite Street Fighter 2 character, probably. So I hated when they made him a bit goofy in Alpha and Zero. And he's super fucking goofy in 5 with the plush costume. But yeah, keep it going, PCS. Highly recommended, guys, if you can find him for resale or under, and you've got the space, go for it. So yeah, I'm going to keep plodding on, guys, do some more reviews. Hopefully we might do this girl next, but we'll see. Take care all, and thanks for watching. Bye.